You did a tremendous job with this movie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's amazing. I have so many favorite scenes in there. Your lead actress is amazing. Have you worked with her before? How'd you find her?
We both teach at the Seton Hall University film program.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we co-teach a class together called Acting/Directing for the Camera. So we've taught for 3 years or so together. She's an actress and teaches in the theater department, and I'm, filmmaker and teach in the communications program. So anyway, we started this class so that, directors and actors could talk one another, just learn the same language. At one point I said, we should really walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Because every year I make a short film with my advanced film students to, just to show the whole process. She had just done a role on TV and she was not really happy with it, the part she was getting. And I said, well, tell me what I want to do. Just tell me something, what you want to play, I'll write it for you and we'll make this little film. And she goes, well, I can tell you because you've seen the film, but I can't tell people until they see the film. And what she said was, I've always wanted to... What I've always wanted to do was, I wanted to cough blood into a handkerchief. And I went, what?
Are you kidding me?
Of all the things you want, that's what you want? She goes, yeah. She had this thing for Greta Garbo and Camille, the classic, old film, where she goes,
Oh my God.
I know, it was crazy. So I said, okay, whatever. And she also mentioned, Ingmar Bergman films and stuff like that. So I knew that's where the film was going to go.
Yeah.
And then I came up with a series of scenarios, and I talked with her about the character some, because I wanted her input in it. And to be honest, it was one of the most fun experiences I've had. It was very smooth and organic, back and forth, That's how it all started. The first draft, I wrote something else for the ending, and then we had a read with it. And as soon as we read the ending, I was like, no. What has to happen, thankfully, spoilers are, don't have to worry about. What has to happen is that, there has to be this conflux of emotions she's having, because everybody's been denying her. Here it is, but oh my God, here it is. And I was kind of nervous about shooting that in that moment because, like, oh, Gretchen, it's only going to be a really tight close-up on you, and everything has to come across through your face. And we did one rehearsal, and I went, holy cow, roll film, let's go. Because she's great. She's really great.
Oh, I thought she was just absolutely incredible. I was just so blown away by her performance.
She was really bucking to do her best job possible because she did not want to look bad in front of the students.
Well, no, yeah, sure. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah. I love the scene where she confronts the mistress and while she's tap dancing.
Well, that's funny too, how that came to be, because I did this with, all the crew were my students. This was all done with film students. And the girl, not the mistress, but the other girl with the big eyes, that's Samantha. And Samantha knew we were making a film, and she's an actress. So of course she says, is there a part for me? I'm like, I don't know. I don't see one here, Samantha. I'm sorry. She goes, well, I can do about anything. I said, well, what can you do? And she rattled off, blah, blah, blah. She goes, tap dancing. And I'm like, I don't see anywhere there could be Okay, you're in. We'll do tap dancing, And that's how it came out. It's just like,
it works.
That sounds fun. Let me try to make that work. That's what the whole approach was.
That was one of the things I enjoyed again by watching it. I just fell in love with that scene.
Ms. Dumas.
Ellie.
Like I said, it was truly one of those times, the phrase gets tossed around a lot. Film is a collaborative art or medium. But this one really was. And if somebody had something, I wanted to like, well, let's try it. Let's bring it in and see. You know, of course, you have to make sure it all gets funneled to the right lens, so it all kind of fits. I'm still creating the true, you know, thematic, you know, focus and everything, but I just like to take that as beginning seeds and see what I can grow with it. I find that kind of stuff really interesting. I mean, one of the things as a teacher, I'm trying to help students, you know, make their movies, and a lot of times they struggle for ideas or which ones to express. And you know, one of the things I try to do is like, well, what do you have? You know, like the locations, all locations. I walk on campus every day, and I said I'd walk by the corridor where they have the argument, you know, at 8:30 in the morning, like, well, the sun comes in there perfectly. That's where I'm going to do that.
Cammy. Cammy! Cammy, stop!
Asshole. You unbelievable asshole.
That's not what you think.
No, it never is it?
I'm sorry, but that's not what's going on here today. I swear it.
Right.
On our two daughters' heads, I swear it.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I swear it. I truly do.
You know, again, my students were my crew, and you know, one of the fun things with them is like I tell them, hey, we're gonna do a 3-minute dolly. She's gonna come up from the very start of those stairs, come down, and we're gonna go into a medium close-up of it. And you've got to keep her in focus and keep the audio going the whole time. And they're like, we've never done that. It's like, well, let's try, you know. And it's fun to push students as they're learning, like, you can do it. Just go further. Let's go a little further.
Well, why don't you believe me?
It's always so fun to see them step up, you know. You just give them a little push and a little bit of, you know, support and say, no, I think we can. You should try it, you know. And we have to do a couple of takes, but so what? Okay.
Alex, something isn't right.
They have a lot of fun on it, and then that's their jumping off point where they go make their films in.
Yeah.
So they see how production runs and how to manage a set and stuff like that. It's a little hard, to be honest, you know, like I'm trying to make a really good movie, but I'm really here to serve the students too. So I got to kind of like make sure everything's getting done.
No, that's got to be extremely tough. Teaching somebody from square one how you do it.
Yeah. You want to break that old saying, you know, those who can't do, teach, you know.
Yeah, right.
Like, no, I can do it both.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to say you can do both. Yeah. Well, both of you were just tremendous, man. I mean, I just, you know, that movie blew me away. The direction is beautiful. The way it was shot was great. Like Seton Hall just knocked it out of the park. It was
That's so nice to hear.
so well done.
You know, there's no reason it came out as well as it did. You know, but I really feel really proud of it.